Nah, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like that stuff got to be hot.
The Freaknik.
Today is the what?
Preakness Stakes, second leg of the Kentucky of the Triple Crown. Yeah, Kentucky Derby was 3 weeks ago.
Wasn't there a riot after that?
There was, wasn't like the horse under investigation or some shit for some? They might be taking it out. Yeah,
and it's I don't know if he's the owner or the trainer, but I guess he was busted a while ago for
juicing his horse.
Juicing him.
He was banned from racing for a while.
Performance enhancing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where does don't they? Oh, anyway, let's start this shit
let's do it.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. You're listening to the S-Guys podcast, episode 109 of the S-Guys podcast. My name is
Bilbo Dazzle Bung.
All right, and I'm joined by
Rickety James.
Oh,
Rickety James Seagal.
Wow. And after him,
I'm the Theodore Huxtable Carruthers. Smart.
Struthers.
Nice. I like this. All right, and go ahead.
I'm Uncle Meat.
Yeah.
Or Moss.
or Moss.
It doesn't matter. You can call me whatever you want.
AKA
Pete E. Bog with 2 G's.
Oh, bother.
I don't want to be Pete. I don't like the name Pete.
You don't like Pete?
No.
Well,
But unless we spell it the right way.
we gave you the chance to give yourself a name, but you just fucked
did
that
it.
up.
I said it.
Pete?
No.
Tortoise Pubes? Yeah. I'm Tortoise Pubes Jones.
According to the Discover
Jones.
card,
Turtle Pete?
the turtles
Discover
glow
card?
from their tummies.
According to the Discover card?
They glow from their tummies.
Yep.
What?
Like the suitcase in that movie.
It's because there's like semen all in it
no
and shit.
That's because you don't get like
Sun?
if somebody steals your shit, like they don't take your money. I think
If somebody steals your shit, they don't take your money. Let me try to follow.
like if somebody steals your card,
You're
and
not
then
responsible for
right,
it.
but that's like
Oh.
standard, isn't it?
I see.
Well,
Yes,
what's that
it
got
is.
to do with the bottom of a turtle?
I don't know, because in the commercial, there's 2 guys talking about it across from a table, and on the table's a turtle, and the dude picks up the turtle, and it glows from the belly. So I'm going with that as the truth.
I see. We put the puzzle together. He saw a commercial, and that's what he's explaining, but he didn't tell us that. He just said bottoms of turtles glow.
I knew you'd ask, how did I know that?
He was raised by commercials. TV and commercials. He's raised on it.
About 70% of the YouTube commercials are in Spanish. What do you think that means?
Are they really? Maybe
Yeah.
just for you, because they think you're Spanish.
Did you click English or Spanish?
No,
Or-
it's only about 70% are Spanish. Everything else is in English.
Before I forget, and excuse me if I'm, stealing your thunder here, but P.D. Moss, Uncle Meat, was out at a bar.
Oh.
No, he
do
wasn't.
tell.
Yes.
When?
And
Go ahead, you tell it.
come on.
Dish.
And a young dude came up to him and said, "Hey, did anybody ever tell you look like?"
Aquaman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Best pickup line ever.
He took my order. He took me in T's order.
That is a
then
top-notch
left.
pickup line.
He came back with it.
And then, like
You look like the gayest superhero ever.
No, I hope he means the Jason Momoa one.
that's surely who he
Not
means.
the Super Friends one.
Why didn't you look at him and say, "I'll blast you with my fish ray"?
I was
he
unsettled.
He wanted to be Meat's trident.
No, he's like, I got some squids I could throw at you.
You're talking to my squids. I can feel it.
He was a young guy too, like his first job. He was really good, but
Tell me this dude doesn't have a type over here, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think it's my type. It's their type.
Well,
Did they say that-
you're their type.
Did you tell him you collected dicks?
No, I said thank you.
Did you
No,
wear a
thank
bow
you.
tie?
I don't wear bow ties.
You
Did
do,
he-
look, you do look
They
like a
couldn't
god
fit
that
around
lives
his
under the
neck.
sea.
When he said it, was he blocking Tracy like he was blocking the rim? Like,
Yeah. Boxing out. He was boxing out.
box around.
No.
You look like Aquaman.
Any interest in me being your trident?
Yes.
Did anybody ever tell you look like Aquaman? And I'm like,
You want to talk to a dolphin?
he had little wispy hairs on it, like they just came in.
You
He was
want
a
to
young
see my
guy.
porpoise?
Aquaman is always wet.
Yeah.
What bar did you go to?
Good
The one we went to.
the one we went.
Yeah.
So
We
you
walked up there, yeah.
oh, were you sweaty?
No, I don't really sweat. I just overheat. Then I fall down.
Because he lives under the sea.
He doesn't pant.
Right. Yeah.
You don't need sweat glands under the sea.
You don't. Well, although you kind of do, don't they?
No,
No?
there's no point to sweat under the ocean.
Well, don't they excrete like that slime to cover their body?
Fish do, yeah.
Well, isn't that what Aquaman
You're
is?
saying you put
No,
out a slime?
No, the only reason we sweat is to regulate our temperature.
Yeah,
Is that the Captain
Under
Collins?
the sea.
No.
Oh,
No.
Under the sea, you don't have to do that.
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a great story. We'll have to chime in on that a little bit later.
that made me feel good on the way in. That lifted my spirits.
That is a feel-good story.
It is a feel-good story, right?
Yes, yeah.
You like to know your homeboys are hot.
attractive.
Yeah.
To anybody.
I really did feel special.
You should.
It feels good knowing you're sexy, right?
Yeah.
I assume that's what he meant by saying you look like Aquaman.
I don't know.
Seriously.
He left it right at that.
I mean, were you wearing an Aquaman
No,
costume?
No.
Were you wearing a Speedo?
Well, you're totally pulling it off, by the way.
I like how he said Aquaman and not
The
Khal
guy.
Drago from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't know who that is though.
That's the same guy.
Jason Momoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except that he was in a cooler role then.
Oh, Aquaman. He was pretty cool as Aquaman. He was a drunk Aquaman.
I never saw it.
Witty.
Yeah,
Always
old-
busting like
old-
sarcastic.
No,
jokes.
he wasn't.
Yeah, he just chugs booze. And
He probably just sat there.
He was
and
the
fucking-
malcontent. No, he was the rebel.
yeah.
He was the rebel of
He never wanted the crown.
Justice League.
of the Justice League. Yeah, he was the bad boy.
reluctant ruler of Atlantis.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, not.
He's the hater.
Such a hater.
He's hating because a little bar dude hit on
He's
him.
jealous, I
Right.
think.
I am. I'm super jealous. Somebody didn't call me Aquaman.
A beautiful,
Fuck.
smooth 16-year-old boy telling you look like Aquaman.
Does he? Maybe he knows you have a fondness for lawn boys.
Well, he
Maybe
could
he
have been
wanted
a
to
great
be
lawn
a
boy.
lawn
I
boy.
told
Look,
him that. I told
yeah.
him.
No, you
That's how he described him. He was like, he was lawn boy quality.
LBQ.
He's an LBQ.
No menthol for him.
Yeah.
Your boy's losing his menthol.
We got to keep him on the straight and narrow. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting he gets accosted, man.
I win.
I win. Yes. He buy clock radio.
When you show up on the scene, man, you make an impact.
Yep.
I guess so.
Yep.
I thought they were going to kick us out because you.
People don't see
last
you.
time
They
we
don't
went
see
there.
your type a lot. People don't see your type. It's like the bottom of a turtle shell.
Yeah.
Like you don't see that a lot.
Glowing. What do you mean? You mean glowing?
No one ever thought to put a GoPro.
That's
on
an
the bottom of a
adjective
turtle.
I would never use for you.
Glowing?
Is glowing. No, you don't glow. You're kind of like that.
Glower.
Kind of like that dense fog coming up, bog fog. You're like turtle farts.
You can taste it.
Fog.
It's thick and you can taste it.
Yeah,
It's moss drift.
tortoise shit.
It's like
Earthy.
swamp air.
You mean earthy?
You're turtle smegma.
Life.
Oh.
The whole cycle happens there.
Yep.
You're
Yep. Turtle
more,
tank.
You're more like the death cycle.
Like the turtle
Well,
tank.
that's clearly that's
It's
the
the
truth.
down slope
Oh, yeah.
of life. It's Pete E.
All right.
Moss. Yeah.
We're starting things off with a lot of hate, but we're gonna lift it up because this
love.
week we have a special guest from the wide open seas.
Yes, he's been a contributor for quite a
he
while.
is. Yeah, he is.
You know, one of our-
he's a steady commenter on the YouTube comment section, which is the elites.
Yeah, that's
Those
where
are
the
the
top
elites.
notches go.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to interact, that's what.
I mean, we have listeners in Germany. We have listeners in Russia.
Uzbek.
We have listeners all over the world, which is weird to me.
Yeah, it's
But,
just a little weird.
Little pockets.
Yeah, it's really weird. But when it comes to comments, our best comments come from two places: Pennsylvania
Yep.
and Texas.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Tejas.
And one of those commenters is the subject of many of our meanderings and imaginations. The guy who has captured our imagination many times, the captain.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's. We have.
Play his theme music.
Special moment.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we rifle and loot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho.
Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. Let's get him on the line, right?
And when he was a young pirate, THC used to sit on his shoulder and make comments. You suck. You suck.
I want to create a techno version of that song.
Oh.
We probably did.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, are you there?
I'm here.
Hello.
There he is, the captain, everyone. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are y'all?
How's the Dirty Pearl?
She's ship shape.
Actually, her name was Just in Time.
Oh, I could see that.
That's a boy's
Yeah.
name.
Just in time because she saved you from what? Homelessness?
Well, that
devil?
was her name when I got her.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, you didn't rename
Rechristen
her?
it?
Yeah.
I didn't. No.
Isn't it bad luck to give a boat a boy's name?
No.
No, I thought they were all named after women.
It's not.
It's hurricanes.
No.
No. The Edmund Fitzgerald. She sank in November of 1975.
You're right there. Yeah. But I think that's why people stop naming boats after
Excellent.
dudes.
You know,
Excellent.
I create a list in my mind of, like, you know, these game shows, you know, what is that, $1 Million whatever, where you phone a friend. Mm-hmm. I have the captain on my speed dial for absolutely useless shit. Like,
Got you.
like what we just heard.
Yes.
You know, if
Excellent.
if it popped up who sank in wherever it sank, and
Lake Superior.
a guy did a song about it. Jimmy
Gordon
Lightfoot. Yeah,
that's
Record
Gordon
Edmund
Lightfoot?
Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Cap, before we get going deep into this, you made a comment about our favorite or our most talked about rock band.
Ooh. Who's that?
Yeah,
Oh.
this last
K
week.
to
Yeah.
the I to the double.
Why don't you direct this comment to who you were probably referring to, and that would be Pete E. Moss over here, the world's #1 Kiss fan.
No.
Well, I mean, you know, Paul Stanley's chest pubes are very impressive.
Aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're ridiculous.
However, I do have issue with a so-called rock band writing and recording a disco song.
Oh. Well, they were trying to make money.
You want to get together and smash some records?
That's a good album.
Disco sucks.
What album?
Dynasty. With I Was Made for Loving You on it. You know that one. Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
the other song they play to death.
Is that the one you were referring to, Captain?
Totally.
Yes, it was.
Oh, see, I'm going to meet new.
But
Exactly.
it's a toe tapper, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
And the way he shakes his shoulders, I'm doing that to your little brother right now.
Ah, you fucker.
When I belt out the hits.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be this badass hard rock band,
Yep. And
here they are recording a disco song.
Did they do that without their makeup?
no.
Oh, that was with
And
their
they
makeup?
had new garish, like, circus
Costumes?
Yeah.
Did they ever have any integrity to lose, though? Like,
Well, I think early.
did they sell out or?
Oh, they sold
Oh,
out,
totally.
dog. They were sellouts
Totally.
from the get.
You mean they were underground badasses at one time?
That's what I'm trying to
don't
wonder.
think so.
in
Yeah.
New York, like during when like
Roxy
glam rock
music.
started, like who's the Dexter Poindexter? No,
Oh, Buster
Buster
Poindexter.
That guy's
the New York
band?
Dolls.
Yeah.
New York Dolls, yeah.
that era, that was Alice Cooper was new. That was sort of like
David
okay. So they got real instead of looking like because they were so tall, they would look like transvestites.
I'm pretty sure they wore platforms, though, so
Oh,
they,
they
weren't
did,
tall.
but they were already like 6'1". So if you dress like a lady, it's not as cool as seeing little Buster Poindexter or whatever his name is. So my point is, they decided to try to be tough and cool and paint their faces. And for a couple years, they were like cool. Or not
Like,
passe.
when was Kiss formed? What year?
73.
73.
Yeah.
Disco happened in what year?
76,
Something like that.
77.
3 years. So in 3 years, they gained and lost all the credibility. in the world.
Totally. Because their first 3 albums that nobody never heard, and then they released that live album that's really not that live, and then they broke, and then within 2 years they were basically broken up.
So this is the backlash of that genius of
Well-
them just deciding, hey, we want to be popular. We're going to do disco. And then the backlash of it.
They needed something because it had been like the movie came out, Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, which sucked, and like further like pushed them down the ladder of coolness.
All right.
You guys are fucking boring the shit out of me.
Enough Kiss talk. I'm
trying to
sorry I brought it up.
Yeah.
I just,
That was a terrible film, by the way.
Oh yeah, but it's so terrible it's kind of good.
Yeah, it's kind of like Frank Zappa's film. It was so bad that it was good.
12 Motels or something? Is that what
Yeah.
that was? Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't
never saw
terrible. It wasn't terrible.
it was pretty bad.
the captain says it was bad, dude.
Yeah. Well, I know his taste in
Okay,
things,
so
and I-
while we don't get you on the phone often, can you start us from the beginning? Like, how did you come across this ship?
Oh yeah.
Well, rather interestingly, my fiance was, we'll call her Tennille.
Captain and Tennille.
I like
huh?
it. Yeah.
She was fixing to graduate from college back in December, and like this was like last summer. So I called it. We were talking about it and stuff, and she was starting to put out resumes and applications and stuff for a job after she graduated from school. And I called up a friend of mine who I knew lived on a boat, and I said, you know, he had his dad's boat there as well. So they were living on one, and you know they just had the other one because his dad lives somewhere else. And I said, hey, you know, you wouldn't happen to be willing to rent out your dad's boat if Tennille happened to get a job, you know, here fairly local. He's like, and he said, no. He said, but I do know somebody that's giving away a boat. Do you know anybody that's interested in one? And I said, yeah, me. And so he got us in touch with each other. And the stipulation to him giving me this boat was that when I was done with it, was to pass it along to somebody else who was in need of a place to live or something like that. So yeah, pay it forward.
Okay, so let me stop here. Obviously, we've known each other a little while, and I can't remember ever you having an interest in a boat. I mean, when we grew up, we were fairly pale. I mean, you get a little darker than I do, but we're still on the very pale side of people. So going to lakes, going to beaches, going to anything like that when we were young was not in the cards. So I do remember our grandparents had a boat at Indian Lake, but I don't ever remember being on it. So where did this love of boats, or where did this desire to stay on a boat come from?
Financial reasons.
Oh, that's obviously a pretty big reason for anything.
You know, a free boat, number one. Number two, with the dock fees and everything, I was living there for less than $400 a month.
Economical.
Yeah. Did you have to fight raccoons for food?
Sea raccoons?
Sea raccoons are special.
Seagulls. He'd have to fight rickety for food.
How the seagulls treating you?
No, actually, didn't really see a whole lot of seagulls. There were some ducks that lived in the marina.
Oh,
Yeah.
barnacles?
Do you have to scrape barnacles regularly?
Were birds pecking at you all the time and stuff, like trying to eat you?
Eat your French fries? or then you had a giant beard. Were they trying to eat crumbs out of your beard? Did they lay eggs in
Nesting
your
in it?
beard?
Did you ever have barnacles on your beard?
No. The whole reason for the beard and the hair and everything was that
To look cool.
Totally.
Well, no. I was
It's tactical. You have a tactical beard?
out for a film role.
Oh. So not only, let me get this straight. Sea captain, preacher extraordinaire,
Porn star.
now star of the film and stage.
I mean,
Because I don't know if these guys know it. This is
I
what I
didn't know
wanted
this.
you guys to
Yeah.
ask some questions. I know some things, so I'll lead them in.
I'm enjoying it.
This man is a
Thespian.
yes, he's a thespian. He gets up on stage and he plays roles. He's an actor, so he's done some.
What's your favorite role that you played?
My favorite role was the role of Val. I did about 3 years ago. My character's name was Val in Neil Simon's Laughter on the 23rd Floor.
Is that Val as in Val Venus the wrestler, or Val as in Val Kilmer Batman, or Val as in a girl?
Valerie Bertinelli?
Yes. Were you
No,
married to Eddie Van Halen?
Well, Val as in a Russian immigrant.
Oh.
Is one of the writers in the play.
Now, as a thespian, are you upset that Ellen's show is going off the air?
I don't even pay attention to it.
Take me to Valhalla.
Valhalla.
You sea captain, you.
Valhalla.
Can I get a Valhalla?
That was so dumb.
That was good, though. It was good.
All right, whatever.
Wait,
Winging it.
I mean, you guys are familiar with Neil Simon as a playwright, right?
Does it?
Little bit.
Really?
Not really.
I think Garfunkel carried that dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Garfunkel totally.
We're more a
carried it.
Garfunkel guys.
Yeah.
That's Paul.
Paul Stanley, right?
We're actually Garfunkel.
Yeah, we're on Garfunkel.
We're in the
side
team
of it.
Garfunkel.
We're Team Garfunkel.
No, he wrote Brighton Beach Memoirs, which was made into a film back in the 80s.
I
with
remember that.
Jonathan Silverman.
Oh, and
Steve
thanks,
Buscemi.
thanks to you, Miss Robinson.
Yeah. Thanks to you, Mr.
Mrs.
Robinson.
Jesus loves you more than
And then they do like
Paul Simon.
the sounds of silence.
Yeah.
Tom.
And Shinedown did a copy of that.
Oh,
No, that was a Disturbed cup. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
oh my God! It
Disturbed.
does circle back to Disturbed.
Yes, it does.
Yuck.
Odd circles.
Yeah, that was most definitely Disturbed. And Simon and Garfunkel's version of that was still better.
I agree.
I do think Garfunkel was probably a virgin. It's funny you brought that up.
Okay.
I think. What?
That's the most interesting segue ever.
Threw me for a loop. I don't even know. So how much acting are you doing? Like pretty regular on just on the weekends, couple times a year?
I do like 1 or 2 plays a year.
Okay.
No,
All right.
You have some regular gigs?
Well, I did when I lived in the Houston area. I did have a regular theater that I was involved with.
yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. The captain just relocated inland, so he's moved to a new area. So I don't think he's had time. What, like a week or two? You've been to your new area, and that's it.
I came up here on the 1st of May.
So you haven't had a chance to like spread your roots and join like the theater troops or your churchy or whatever.
Have you passed off the Dirty Pearl?
Yes.
It's been paid forward.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Do you know who lives in there now? Somebody you know, or
Somebody that I was pretty well acquainted with.
You didn't leave your dirty socks there or anything for them to clean up.
Cum socks?
no?
No, I cleaned her from top to bottom before I left.
Barnacle scrapes?
No barnacle scrapes. There were no barnacles to scrape.
Did you clean the poop deck? Swab the poop deck?
Port and
There.
aft?
Were you singing sea shanties while you were cleaning the ship?
I did clean the head though. So
Ooh.
What kind of flag did you have?
I didn't have any.
No flag, huh?
You didn't. Whose colors were you flying then? How'd they know what team you were on? You didn't leave port, so you didn't
I
have to
didn't.
fly the colors.
Oh no, you never
I didn't.
you never sailed, huh?
No, because I have no clue how to.
That's a good choice not to.
That is, yeah.
It was a good move.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Yeah.
It was a good call on that one.
Yeah.
Do boats have titles?
Yes, they do.
So you had to sign over the title and...
Or were you just renting so you didn't have to have the title?
No, I own the boat.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you have to give it away. So there's a title process. And
Yeah.
You never thought
Yeah,
about running cocaine?
Well,
It would have been a cool story.
she had a Coast Guard title. So I just signed the back of that and handed it over to the new guy, and then he would have had to register it with the Coast Guard.
Did you high five him when you passed it over or anything? Did you give him your chest of booty? Or your hat? Did you transfer your hat?
Did it come with the parrot?
No.
Did
No
you do the
parrot,
Dutch rudder
no hat.
double Dutch rudder.
ceremonially?
I'm kind of
the
alarmed.
only
I'm kind
booty
of
I was interested in was in Waco.
Okay, so you were moving up to
Tennille,
Waco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of starting a cult, or is that's something that's already been done there?
Yeah, you found that there's an opening for up in Waco.
Davidian?
They have some fresh openings.
They're still there.
Oh, really? They're
I
still
think they
there.
are, yeah.
If you ask THC, he'll show you a picture that I sent him of the front gate of the Branch Davidian complex.
Yeah, I just get a text one day that's a picture and it said, I had a chance for a photo op on my way up to worship, and so I stopped, and it was just this giant gate. So I just put two and two together and figured it was the cult
Yeah.
house. So didn't look like it was a gate. That's it.
Like a wrought iron gate?
Yeah. Yeah. Like it
Like
was a
remnants?
compound. No, it was
okay.
full and intact.
Yeah.
Do they still talk about that a lot in Waco?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
A bad against the FBI or pro?
No, nothing really either way, you know.
Because when I think of Texas, I think of outlaws. You know, don't tread on me, and shit like that.
Does anybody claim like Koresh lineage?
Oh, yeah. Does he have an heir to the
Yeah,
throne?
does he have an heir? Yeah. And there's families you always
Some
see,
of
like,
those kids
oh, you're
survive.
going to this place. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a popular name here. Yeah.
Who's running the Davidians now?
I'm not really sure.
Are you going to try to get in?
No.
Oh.
Is there's not like a preachers club or anything?
Yeah.
Like
You guys got to meet up?
Is there a circle of preachers
yeah,
in
are
the
you
Waco
in the,
area?
Like you're probably in an actors guild. Are you like in the preachers guild?
There is no such thing, but I am starting to network a little
All right,
bit.
well then let me ask you this. Since you're in Hollywood now, has anyone ever tried to put anything inside of you? Like
No.
has anybody done anything inappropriate?
No.
You didn't have to lay on the casting couch.
Exactly. Did you sleep your
bend
way
over.
into that Garfunkel role?
No.
All skills.
No.
I believe that.
No, there's
Tell me more, Val.
to me there's really not a lot of skill involved anyway.
Really?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, spoken like a true actor.
Is that because you obviously study lines. You don't do improv, right?
I do improv, yeah.
Oh. Hey.
Can you tell?
I've been trained in improv as well.
Trained. He's a swordsman of improv.
A coxswain, if you will.
A woodsman.
A master thespian.
Yes, he is a bard.
What some people might not know is that I've actually I've been in 3 films prior to the one that I filmed last year.
Oh, can we try to guess?
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
You brought it up.
All right.
We can do like 3 questions. Was it a Captain Stabbing production?
Oh,
I was
No.
thinking adult.
I was thinking
Fair.
adult. Is it all right? Can we narrow it down? Is it an adult film? Are you repenting for something? Do you carry a heavy burden?
No.
All right.
Was it public access?
Films?
No. Actually,
How was it distributed or seen by other people?
the three films that I had been in prior to the one that I did the role for last year were actually major Hollywood films.
Major.
Princess Bride.
I wish.
How do you feel about Aquaman?
I don't like films based on comic books.
They're pretty not good.
Really? But I mean Aquaman as like
An
A
idea.
superhero.
as like a beefcake.
Yeah.
Do you think he's hot?
Not much of a fan of superheroes. No.
Not all right, Aquaman.
Aquaman, hot
Yeah,
or
he's not really a superhero.
Yeah.
He's like a lord, isn't he? Like
Yeah. I would think that you riding the seas, that
you'd
You would
like
take a-
Aquaman.
you would take a little more interest.
you would have been like the high priest of Neptune,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, with
and
that beard,
Aquaman
yeah.
is like supposedly king of the seas. So I imagine you guys would probably do battle.
Aqua cleric.
He is a cleric of the seas.
They would do battle? Wouldn't they just hang out and be cool with each other?
Well, probably not, because you're you,
I'm a
Aquaman.
nice-
You're not that cool.
But I'm
And
nice.
He's cool. He rides the seas. You defend the seas. Usually, people in boats they also fish.
For
Yeah.
Aquamans,
Well, merm folk.
they want to. That's because men are gross.
Okay, so Captain.
Yes, sir.
So now you're living in Waco. You got yourself a new lady, right? You're married?
Getting.
Not yet. June 5th.
Okay. Is she mail order? Or like how I know you said she went to college?
She did.
All right. Is there a little age discrepancy there?
5 years, 4 years.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
she's
Okay.
not super young. When you think college, you think.
Yeah, that's what
she's
I was
out of
thinking.
college.
Like she was in her 20s or something.
I did ask that question
Did you?
offline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
because
think
I was.
that's inappropriate.
No, it definitely isn't. What I'd like to know is the quick version of how you met your new fiance.
Virgin. It was a Christian online dating site.
Oh,
There we go.
Plenty of fish.
Is that
A
Christian?
Christian online dating site.
Is that ChristiansOnly.com?
The Christian symbol's a fish. I
Yeah,
thought plenty of
plenty of
fish.
fish.
Was
Oh yeah,
a Christian
no,
dating
no,
site.
that's good.
He's a fisherman.
Maybe I'm wrong.
He is, and he was a sea captain.
Right.
So,
He was doing some online fishing.
did you ever
Some
fish
trawling.
off of your boat?
Yes, I did.
Did you catch anything?
No.
Tin can?
a wharf rat.
A boot.
Is your lady from this country?
Yes.
All right. Is she from Waco, or she found a job
she's
there?
born and raised and lived all of her life in Waco.
Oh wow.
Okay. Never been to Waco.
She must be pretty something special to pull you off that boat, and drag you all the way up there. Right?
She is.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Do you put on any shows, any plays or whatnots at your church?
No.
Do you have your own church yet?
Well, she's a board member at one of the churches here.
Oh, so you're marrying up.
So you learned some skills in that Hollywood casting couches. Now you're applying it to the church hierarchy. I
Coming
get
in through
it.
the
Good
back
move.
door.
Good move. You know what?
She is also a member of the worship team.
Oh,
What does that
what
mean?
is the worship team?
Is that like high steppers or something?
The worship team is the worship band.
Oh.
So you're
she-
thinking about doing like a
Duet?
meatloaf
Like-
type thing.
What?
You're gonna
Paradise Under God's Lights?
Oh. Command.
you're gonna do musicals next. Do you ever think about that?
You do like musicals, don't you?
Yes.
You know a lot about music. You know a lot about acting. You know a lot about
That would seem logical then. Acting,
Nautics.
musicals,
It does.
nautical.
nauticals.
I'm writing.
What
a
are
million
some
things in my
nautical
head right now.
musicals?
Oh, nautical
South
musical.
Pacific.
Asking the dude. Ask the dude. Don't look at me. Ask the dude.
I'm looking.
You know I don't know shit about water. I don't even go around water.
Well, and we know somebody else hates floating.
I don't even go
No, I
around
hate
boats.
sinking.
We're a bunch of sinkers.
Yeah. Was that Audie Murphy? Was in that? No.
Ask the man.
That's
Don't
the
ask-
man. Don't ask us. We don't.
Yeah,
know shit
you're
about
on the
music.
phone with a wealth of knowledge.
I think it's too early. Audie Murphy's too early. What's the South Pacific? I've heard of that before. I think my mom liked it.
South Pacific, that was late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah.
Before my time.
Yes. So what's next for you, Cap? What are your plans?
Well, I mean, my next order of business is to
Sleep your way to the top of this church?
oh, my next order of business is to find a job.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's fairly important.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just be, you know what I mean?
Lothario.
Yeah.
You've
can't
been giving
just,
away for free too long.
Right.
Yeah, got to get paid for it.
That's right. Hey, she's tasted the milk. Make her buy the cow. Can't take it. This is my favorite whole thing about all of this is watching THC's face through all of this. Yes. It is pain. Sheer fucking pain. It's like two worlds are colliding. He can't take it. It's like a cringe fest. I love it.
Yeah, well, I was actually expecting to hear some questions about, what it was like growing up with.
Oh, we didn't even get to that yet.
We get to that. Yeah.
We're warming
That's
up.
what I'm cringing
Yeah,
for.
we want to make him squirm for
We're
a
just
little bit.
leaning into that.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead, Cap? Go ahead and start it off. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of your childhood with this bastard? And remember, we know him pretty well, so don't be shy.
Right. Well, you guys know him pretty well. You probably know he has this doll named Charlie, or used to.
No.
He was an action figure.
No, stop, dude, stop.
No.
I'm about to mute. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you if you cut him off. Come on, Captain.
The first thing that came to mind, actually, after listening to the last podcast, and you guys were talking about it, was me getting mad at him for something, and I can't remember what I got mad at him for, but we were sharing a bedroom. And so what I did was I pooped on the floor, and then I wiped his doll Charlie's face in it.
Jesus Christ, I totally forgot about that. But as soon as you started saying it, it like popped into my brain.
Holy shit.
That's another one of those stories. Like I tell you, I have stories that I think are fake, but they're actually real.
I wouldn't have
that
believed
was
you.
one of them.
I would not have believed you. I would have been like, there's no way. He's a fucking thespian. He did not poop on the floor and rub your doll through
Totally
it.
did.
He's a
totally
captain.
did.
He is a captain. Oh my God, Cap, that is some crazy shit, dog.
And you're talking about me terrorizing him. He did his own terrorizing.
What? So what happened to Charlie after
That was
that?
only in retaliation for what you did to me.
What could he do to you that made you?
Shit the floor.
Yeah, that's an aggressive counter move.
That's some ape stuff.
I don't even remember, but it had to have been bad, right?
Do you remember what you did?
No, I have no idea. I mean, I've done some pretty bad. I told you guys about shoving the Red Hots up his nose and shit like that. I think I shoved a screw up there once.
Oh my God.
Playing football, I would terrorize him. I know I broke a broomstick over his head before. Like before open house going, you know how you go to open house at the school?
Yeah, you were stressed out.
Yeah, stressed out, and he was being a dick, so I broke a broomstick over his head or something. That I don't remember.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
That's not how that one went.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Rebuttal
good stuff.
You have the floor, Captain.
You have the floor.
What happened there was that we were arguing over whose classroom we were going to go to first.
Well, I'm older, so you should have gone to mine.
And in between the dining room and the foyer of the house was a doorway that used to have a door on it, but the hinges were still on the door frame. Mm-hmm. But the door had been removed.
Okay.
And so we were arguing over who was going to, whose room we were going to go visit first. And he shoved me, and I fell and banged my head off of the metal hinge that was on the.
I knew it was something
still on the door
skullduggery.
frame. And I ended up having to go to the hospital and get 4 stitches in my head.
Dude,
because
that
I was
is
bleeding so bad.
I used to practice science.
That's fucking felonious assault. Dude.
No, you got to understand. He had like your afro. He had obviously he can grow a solid afro.
All right.
So in my mind, I was thinking, would his hair protect him against a blow such as this?
You're a
I
shitty
was
scientist.
practicing
You're
science.
doing non-destructive testing on your brother?
That is
Well, I
not
thought
even.
It was non-destructive. Obviously, it was destructive.
That is not even Bill Nye levels, the science shit.
You got to remember, we're what, like 8, 9, 10, something like that?
All right, so
Yeah, somewhere like that.
so he splits your afro.
We were both in the same elementary school.
I split his wig.
You split it. He split your afro, and then what happened?
He cried.
I cried, and then there was blood rushing down the side of my head.
He's 7. What should
And so that's what triggered you pooping on the floor.
No, I have no idea what triggered me to poop on the floor.
Oh, this was the broom
This is
incident.
the room incident.
Got you. I'm so caught up over the pooping on the floor. I'm just picturing it.
Me too.
That's insane. That's hostile. Mm-hmm. You got some anger down deep in there. That's where you pull for your acting, huh?
I want to write Charlie the musical right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Charlie. What
Poor
happened
Charlie.
to Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to Charlie?
I don't even know.
What kind of doll was Charlie?
Well,
Like a Raggedy Ann? I'm thinking like a Raggedy Andy.
he was one of these, kind of. He was like 2 foot tall, had one of those creepy plastic heads, and like my grandmother crocheted an outfit for him that was brown.
And that's an action figure to you?
Well, I say it's an action figure because it was totally a doll. It was totally a doll. But he wasn't, I mean, he was my favorite when I was little, but then I had like dinosaurs that I really dug, and I had a blanket I used to carry around and shit,
I think you have a picture of him on your Facebook page.
Ooh.
I do.
Of Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
Of the dinosaur. Or
Yeah,
Charlie.
our sister sent me a picture trying to make fun of me.
Of Charlie?
Yeah, of Charlie. I don't know if it's on there.
Was
or
it the
not.
same Charlie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who cleaned the poop off?
Yeah, is it a post pic or a...
Don't even know. I think
Appreciate
Pat
it.
might have cleaned the poop off. I'm not sure. Somebody cleaned the poop off because I sure as fuck didn't clean the poop
I
off.
need a minute.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I do too.
I think it was our mother figure that did that.
Yeah. Well, the B-Daz is very. Speaking of our mother figure, the B-Daz is very familiar with Pat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I knew
He spent
Pat.
a lot of time with Pat.
I met her. She
Well,
was.
I am sorry to hear that.
Oh, say what you want, but she was a beast on Jeopardy. she knew some Jeopardy.
Really?
I did know the Jeopardy, but that was about it.
Well, yeah, her mothering skills not so much, but R.I.P. Pat. We don't talk about the dead
Right.
like that. We're not gonna dog on her. She was. Hey, you know what? She gave us rides to school. She gave us cigarettes. She carried around a cool cat bag.
She was the origin of cat bag. Yes.
Yeah, she was cool. I mean, she wasn't all that nurturing.
Ever. She liked to tell us how stupid we were, and
Well, she was super smart. It would be hard to deal with you.
I concur.
I'm not smart, so I can handle you.
She's filled with all the knowledge of the world.
She's super smart, and she's got to deal with you, dude. I mean, you were carrying around a shitty baby doll.
Not knowing it.
That she had to wash.
Hey, Captain,
Wash Charlie.
do you remember anything about his eating habits?
Oh, he's a very picky eater.
Infantile palate.
Yeah. Basically. I remember as a child he wouldn't even eat pepperoni on his pizza.
I still won't.
no, we used to have our sister. I was talking to her this weekend, and she used to say how when we went to our grandparents' house in Pittsburgh, and they would take us out to these nice restaurants because we never ate out, at least that I remember when we were young. And we'd go to our grandparents' house, and they'd take us to restaurants. So it was like highfalutin.
Yeah.
And me and the captain would sit there and have roll eating contests. See how many
Ponderosa.
how many rolls we could eat, and then we would ruin our dinner.
Yeah,
and
totally.
get in trouble, and then I'd blame it on him.
So then we switched to ice cream eating contests because we were allowed to have ice cream and if we finished all of our dinner that we had ordered. And especially at Ponderosa, they have they used to have the all you can eat ice cream.
Yeah. Those
So-
things are usually gross.
I can't eat soft serve anymore.
No, not back then. Back then they were delicious.
To an
Probably
8, 9,
right.
10-year-old,
Yeah,
you don't
that's a
know where
big
the
deal.
ice cream.
Yeah, they were awesome when you were 10. Shit.
And then you'd puke.
No, I
You get a
wouldn't.
tummy
puke.
ache.
So that sounds like you guys had some camaraderie there. You at least banded together when the shit hit the fan. When the chips were down. Well, not when
Oh,
the shit
yeah.
hit the fan. Not when the shit hit the Charlie.
Yeah, he used to he used to always beat up on his friends for beating up on me. And then,
there you go.
And then our mom, when she would ask him why he would do that, he said, "I'm his brother. I'm the only one that's allowed to beat up on him."
Aw, see, that's touching.
That is sweet.
He has a little sweetheart in there, huh? Yeah, see, we only know him as like a crusty goat figure.
Yeah.
We don't know that tender side of him. We didn't know about Charlie. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I do remember him a few times beating up on his friends because they were beating up on me.
That's a
And
good
then,
thing.
That is a good story.
and then we'd go home and he'd beat up on me.
I was just trying to toughen him up.
That's the THC we know.
Yes.
Right there.
Full circle.
It's like, look, you had a rough day out there. I'm going to have to beat your ass.
It would be something stupid like I had a little bit of anger issues when we were young.
No shit. Oh, no shit.
way.
You don't say. You don't say.
I remember this one time, and this is when we were really little. Like me and the captain, we would play because we're a year apart, so we would play with like He-Man guys or the Army figures, and we'd fight them together and stuff. And then our sister came in, and she fucking totally wrecked my Matchbox driveway that I was building. So I took a concrete block and hit her over the head with
Oh,
it.
my God.
Yeah.
That was at the Big Red House.
Yeah, that was when we were really young, and I remember that still.
Yeah, so he was a problem, huh, Cap?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you make it through that?
He had his moments too. Like there were points where he really tried to help me with sports
Oh.
and like help me get better and
Yeah.
like show me how to do things, and I just
It just wasn't in you. You're an artist.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
all right.
the only sport I was remotely decent at was bowling.
Yeah, you were a pretty good bowler. I don't know how you are now, but
I don't think that's a sport.
Well,
you can drink beer while doing it.
well, hey, Captain, I just thought of something, and you and the B-Daz have a shared experience. Because one of the first times I met the B-Daz in school, we went out to gym class, and we were playing softball. And I threw the ball to him, and he tried to catch the ball much like you did, with a palm up, and had the glove, and the ball hit his glove and bounced up and hit him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one time you and me and Dad, the Silver Fox, were out practicing baseball, and I threw you the ball, and it did the same thing. It flew up and hit you in the face.
Tell him.
So
Tell him, Cap. Catch my back on this one. We weren't all meant to catch balls. Some of us catch balls right to the face.
Yep.
well, you know. Yeah.
My shit was busted. Listen, Cap, my nose was busted. I was from out of town. This was the only dude I talked to, and he wasn't exactly friendly. You don't throw a ball to your friend aiming at their face when they don't play catch.
It's not a friendly game.
I didn't have a dad. So I
You know,
didn't.
much like the film The Sandlot,
Uh-huh.
some of us are Benny the Jet Rodriguez and some of us are Scotty Smalls.
All right, I don't know. I don't get that reference, but
Some of us have more enthusiasm than talent.
yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. Listen, we weren't all, we're not all baseball players. Baseball sucks. There ain't nothing cool about baseball either.
No.
But I understand it, man. I'm a bit of an artiste myself. I don't have the acting chops, but or any other art skills. But I'm not good at sports, so I say I'm an artist too.
Well, you know, maybe it's the half-blind thing.
Well, yeah, I didn't have that excuse back then. I was just, the sun was hurting me and fucking with me, and I didn't want to be there. And I was probably talking shit and wasn't paying attention, more than likely.
yeah.
But listen, that happens, right? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. You know, like if everybody was made to play sports, there would be nobody in the stands watching them.
That's wisdom right there.
There it is.
That is.
That is wisdom. Somebody's got to eat the hot dogs and the nachos.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Chase the butterflies in outfield.
Well,
Hey,
oh, that one touched something, huh?
I tried for 2 years to play Little League, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, we were on the same t-ball team, and I was actually decent at sports.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could fail at t-ball.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you don't pay attention.
Yes, you can. Actually.
I didn't know that.
Listen, I had to sit through many t-ball games, and I would say a good half of those kids don't know where the fuck they're at.
I think you're right.
A good half of those kids don't even know what's going on.
Well, you must have come and watched me when I was a kid. Then.
Yeah. Oh, I get the
I had
feeling.
no clue what was going on.
He knew there were some butterflies to catch in the outfit, or there was a bee nearby.
Do you long for a participation trophy?
No,
No.
because they didn't have those back then.
No.
I just suffered the disappointment of sucking.
Yes. Very familiar, my friend. I'm very familiar.
And then having you remind him constantly.
Oh,
about
yeah. To be brutal.
I don't think I told him he sucked. I think I may have, but I don't think I did. I don't think I told you, man, you fucking suck. You're terrible at sports. I just tried to make you play it with me all the time in the backyard, like the football games. Like when I would blast you. I know I used to do that. That was kind of rude at the time, but we would go out and we'd play football like almost every day out in the backyard and shit.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, we did do a fair amount of shit like that. Ride bikes.
Did it seem like fun as long as he was winning?
Yes.
No.
Cap, did it seem like it was only fun if he was winning? Like,
Allowable fun.
Yeah, I used to bend the rules if I remember correctly. Because there would be times where he would be doing well, and that goes with anything.
You can't
old video games or then like board games and stuff like that. I would cheat.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta
If he
win.
was even coming close, I'd get mad and.
Yeah, there has to be an order. The world has to be in order,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, there was that, but I also remember when the whole neighborhood would get together and we'd all play Smear the Queer in our backyard.
Uh-huh.
You'd always throw the ball to me.
What a prick.
I know that dude. I know.
In my defense, it was a smart move because the captain, God love him, is not the swiftest of foot.
Sure.
He's not the swiftest of foot. So I knew I was pretty fast when I was young,
Yeah.
and I knew I could catch him usually before the ball hit him. So I knew where it was going.
So Cap, can you recall any times when you got over on him as a child?
When he shit on the
No.
floor, obviously.
That's epic.
Did you? You said no.
No, I mean, like he said, when I pooped on the floor, but
I think that was his coup d'etat.
I do not recall
End
any
scene.
time
Credits.
where I came out ahead when it was just the two of us going head to head on anything.
Yeah. Does that propel you in life in any way now?
I think it might a little bit, yeah. So,
Yeah, so it's-
obviously things happen for a reason.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Torture.
Fecal victory?
Well, it has definitely helped on stage. I can tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, pretending to love someone.
Well, what I was
And
thinking
laying a turd on a stage.
was when you're in an emotional scene and you need to produce tears,
No.
Oh.
painful from your past.
Yeah, that's deep.
That is deep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. When it comes to stressful situations, I poop. Do you know what I mean?
I stress poop too.
Yeah, I'm a stress pooper.
Me too.
I get stressed out. I gotta poop, dude. You know?
Yes, but do you rub your brother's doll's face in it?
No,
No.
because my brother's a legitimate killer. Like my brother would fuck me up.
Double tap.
Like your brother might have tortured you, but my brother like seriously put me in the hospital many a time. Like cut me. I've got like close to 20 stitches from my brother.
Oh, I
like,
can top, didn't he?
And he cut me in the back of my head, hit me in the face with my brother is in prison for murder, so he legit was not one to be fucked with like that, but we fought a lot as teenagers, as little kids. I think that's normal. It's a brother thing, that's
It is.
and the older brother has that pressure of having to look out for you and
True.
worry about you. So and it's a tough road.
It's quite overbearing.
Yeah, and it's a lot of pressure having to be the one that if the shit hits the fan, you're the one who's got to step up there. You know what I mean? But
Right.
we can be a little, older brothers can be a little hard on their younger brothers. That's for sure. There's some ways I was mean to my brother back in the day. I wish I could,
Right.
But then again, I think it builds character.
I would definitely say it does build character. Absolutely.
Yep. And in your case, characters.
Many.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're schizophrenic, does it?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
So you think you made it unscathed, huh? You made it out of all that shit unscathed?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
did.
just me. There was we had a lot of craziness in our life when we were young, especially after our parents got divorced. I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, there was shit out of control, and he went to live with Pat, and I went to go live with the Silver Fox, and then we swapped roles, and then got into some trouble and shit. So we hadn't lived together since we were like 12.
I was 13.
Okay,
You were
14. Yeah, we hadn't lived together since then. And it was, I mean, there was a period of time. I mean, hell, I think we went almost 10 years without talking and shit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Something like that, just doing our thing and trying to get shit straight for our lives. Because, I mean, that's one thing me and him did talk about a few years ago later in life is that, even though we're brothers, our whole lives we went through totally different shit. So it's not like we actually knew each other. We knew each other. When I think of him, I think of 13-year-old, Captain. And I'm sure he thinks of that, me as that. It's like we didn't get a chance as adults to get to know each other until,
Just recently.
After Pat died, I think is when we finally had those hard
and
conversations.
that's less than 2 years ago.
Yeah, about that. That's when we had those hard conversations. Because I know I used to be rough on what I was saying and shit like that. And it wasn't necessarily that you felt those things. It's just like on my side, and that's what I explained to him, is the choices I knew he was doing in life, I didn't agree with. But who am I to say that? I'm still looking at it like I'm the older brother. Dude, you need to get your shit straight. You need to do this, this, and this. But who the fuck am I to say that? Because I don't know this guy. He's not 13-year-old brother anymore. He's got his own
That's some deep stuff.
life to travel and shit like that. But that's the one good thing that came, I think, of Pat passing is that
She brought you guys together.
my sister and him and me, I mean, we do not talk every day or anything, but we stay in touch and keep track. And, it's
Right.
just getting to know each other again, because that's tough. I mean, like your siblings as well,
Right, yeah.
When you grow up and have different
It's different
shit
once
like
you become
that.
adults. You're different people,
Right.
and everybody goes through their own shit. Like, so what have you gone through, Cap? Like, like what happened when you were 13 and your family split up?
Well, I was 11 when our parents got divorced. And then Dad, the Silver Fox, married our stepmom when I was 13. And as I recall it, we all, you and I, moved to Colorado from Pennsylvania with Dad.
Yeah.
Then you got into some trouble and then moved back to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you got me into some trouble too.
Yeah, you both turned to the streets, right? Sucking dicks or whatever.
Tugging.
Tugging.
That's why I keep my right hand soft.
Trolling.
Well, no. What I recall is him and our stepbrother putting me up to stealing cigarettes from King Supers.
Oh man, I totally forgot about that.
And getting caught in the process.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
not
did
the best thief, huh?
No, he's slow, and he's was a bit too honest back then, so he couldn't if he got caught, he couldn't talk his way out of it.
Yeah.
Not like we could. And yeah, I totally forgot about that, man.
Yeah, so you guys got in some trouble, and they had to split you up, huh?
Well, there was a lot more to it than that, but
Yeah, we're not gonna go.
Yeah, you don't have to get. I'm not. Yeah, you don't have to get into
need to go
the.
into that, but-
I just want to know basically, like, what was your lowest point, Captain? Like, were you on the streets turning tricks, or like
No.
what? No, never.
No.
You never had to sell or give any hand jobs or anything like that. Like, what brought you into the church?
Oh, that's a good question.
LSD?
What? No, I only ever tried that once.
Did you see anything?
That was when we sold that Nintendo for some acid back in the day.
I don't remember that. Sounds like something I do, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was you, me, and our stepbrother decided, because we had 2 Nintendos, remember?
Yeah.
And so we sold one of
And
them.
no
for
acid.
I don't remember that, but that totally
That's
does sound
because we were on acid when we did it.
I can't believe I tripped with you. I thought I would remember that.
We have 2 Nintendos and 0 acid. What do we do about
Mario.
it? What do we do about it?
Somebody's got to make a move.
Oh, that's great. I think it's awesome. You remember shit that I totally don't remember.
Yeah. And you also remember our stepbrother peeing on me when I fell asleep on the
Holy
couch?
fuck.
What? I do remember that. I thought that was somebody else, though.
No, that was me.
It was just a couple squirts.
Like just a couple squirts.
You cannot fucking play that down and justify that.
You really
it was
can't.
just a
He
couple
shit on the
squirts.
floor and rubbed my doll in it.
Who has that control to just let out a couple squirts? Nobody.
I didn't empty my bladder.
No.
Just a couple
Yeah, you were
squirts.
laying on the couch, weren't you? I do.
I was.
I thought that was that dude Gooner, not you. That's
About how old were you guys?
Fuck, I was 14, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 15.
So Cap, why did he
It was before I broke my arm.
Yes,
so why did he urinate on you?
because he was sleeping in our area.
Yeah. Just to torture
We told him not to sleep down there,
Oh.
and that's how we
fell
set
asleep. We were
guidelines.
playing video games.
Yeah,
And it wasn't my turn, and I fell asleep.
because we would never give him a turn. We'd play
must
forever,
never sleep.
and he'd wait for his turn, and it'd never come.
Motherfucker would fall asleep waiting on his turn. That is cold blooded. That is so
You
cold.
pee on him.
Oh my god.
You guys were on some ape shit, man. You guys were on.
It was
another-
alpha shit.
Yeah,
definitely.
that was. So, do you guys ever talk to your stepbrother?
I do.
Yeah, you talk to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PJ, do you talk to him?
I don't know.
No, because he peed on you, right? You're like, fuck that dude.
Until I get a formal apology.
Even back then, we weren't really all that close.
Yeah, you didn't like him, huh?
Even after Tim went back to live in Pennsylvania from Colorado, him and I still weren't really ever that close. Although I do have to give him credit. Our stepbrother did set me up on my first date ever.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Well, that makes up for peeing right there.
Yeah, it was
Was she hot?
he was dating a woman, or he was dating a girl, and it was like her friend's younger sister or something.
Hey,
We went to see Misery together. It was a double date.
Wow.
It's a
Great date movie.
Wow.
Great.
Me and this girl, her name was Maud.
She sounds hot.
And
Misery with Maud.
and our stepbrother and his girlfriend, and we all 4 of us went to see Misery together.
Did you try the popcorn trick?
And you still think he did you a favor?
He hooked you up with Maud.
He set me
I don't know if that's a favor.
up on my first date
Yeah.
ever.
Is she a nice girl?
Well, we never went out again.
Were you too forward or something? Or
Did try the popcorn.
What
trick.
happened?
Maybe I wasn't forward enough. I have no idea.
Oh, was she loosey goosey?
I have no idea. I was like 14.
Yeah, you probably already had that beard.
I couldn't even begin to grow a beard until I was in my late 30s.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, are you still rocking that thing now, or what's going on?
It's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
I've trimmed it up quite a bit.
Yeah, you look like you could do some medieval stuff with that, like a medieval play or something.
Yeah, did you ever think of like being a preacher at the Ren Fair or something?
LARP.
At the what?
The Renaissance Fest. Ren Fest? I'm sure they have them there.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't thought about that. No.
No.
Would that be considered like pagan or something?
No,
Okay.
So do you have your preaching certificate?
I do.
You got a license?
I do.
Can you marry people?
I can.
Wow. Now there's some that's something that we should tap into. Little podcast marriage by the captain. Yeah. Which what denomination are we working with here? Unitarian?
It's non-denominational.
Non-denominational? Okay. All right. I like that.
We have one of our members here is Greek Carpatho-Russian Orthodox.
That is true, yeah.
Shalom.
So, theologically speaking, what do you think about the Great Schism? Is Orthodoxy an offshoot of, or is Catholicism the true religion, or is Orthodoxy?
That's kind of an interesting question, because Catholicism believes that Jesus is the Son of God and
Yes.
Mary is his mother, whereas the Orthodox religions are still waiting for the Messiah.
True.
So, because Orthodox is basically Jewish, so they do not think that Jesus was the Messiah.
Yep, sorry about that. They were all getting up to go to bed. Hey, all right, Cap, we're going to take a break. Everybody here is, we have a couple beers here in the morning, and can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah, we have a couple beers here in the morning, and guys get up. They got to go to the bathroom real bad. These are old dudes, weak bladders.
I get it.
You know your brother. He's not like a human size, so his bladder can't hold like a full
The
human.
size of a pool ball.
Yeah, he's almost like a half elf.
Yes, he is like a half, like a shit elf or something, like a half goat, half elf, like those things that play the flute in the forest.
Pan.
Those
The
little
centaur.
yeah, the little goat guys.
Right, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
All right, so we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
You bought it too.
All right.
Yeah, no, I heard it.
Let me know when
I
you
didn't know
guys
what
are
it
ready.
was.
I have no idea what it was.
Go ahead, call him up. And we're back. At least it's nice out today.
Oh, it's gorgeous, man.
Pretty out there. Pull that.
Let me make sure this goes through.
Yep.
All right, hold on.
Hold on one second, Cap.
There we go. How's that?
Talk. There he is.
All right.
Okay,
Welcome back.
We're back with the captain. Okay, Cap, we don't want to keep you too long, buddy. Where can we see, or what movies were you in?
Yeah, these Hollywood films.
Okay, the first one was you might remember that Rodney Dangerfield and Jonathan Brandis did a film together back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Ladybugs?
Yes.
Oh my God, Rickety! No fucking way! I don't even know who Jonathan Brandis is.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, luckily for us, we have our own idiot savant.
We have one on retainer.
We
here.
keep one on standby. He's my lawyer / weed dealer /
Financial advisor.
financial advisor and gardener.
and resident seagull.
And he
Anyway,
supplied.
that was film number one.
Oh, okay. What did you play in that?
Just one of the other soccer players.
Okay, all right.
So you
You were a
were
ladybug.
a sport.
You were a lady.
You were
You
played
were
a
playing
sport.
a sport. Wow.
Were you chasing butterflies on the soccer field, or?
That's why it's called acting.
Ah.
Did you don the snazzy bug uniform?
No.
Okay, so what else were you in? We're gonna look that up. We're gonna find that scene.
Yeah.
Are you pretty? I mean, is it pretty easy to see you, or how can we find you?
I'm not really sure. I've never really looked for myself.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I don't believe that at all. Not for 1 second.
Jack A. Harry was in it.
Jack
Remember her?
A?
Yeah. From 227?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know like a time mark in the
Stamp.
movie or anything?
No.
Okay, all right.
I
So
do know that it was in the beginning because it was when it showed Jonathan Brandis's character playing on the boys' team
okay,
before Rodney Dangerfield recruited him to be on the girls' team.
okay, all right. We're gonna find
Okay,
that.
yeah.
We're gonna find that.
Yeah.
If it,
I can timestamp that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's the next one?
And the second film was Sudden Death with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
no
In the Civic
fucking
Arena.
way.
Oh yeah, that was in Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Yeah, Civic
Civic
Arena.
Arena.
Yeah, I was living in Pittsburgh at the time, and went down to see the shooting of the film, and ended up in one scene in the background. And the third film was
Okay, hold on one second. Wait.
Where were you at in Sudden Death? The
Do you remember your section and row?
There's a part where there's explosions in the parking lot outside.
you were getting blown up.
No. There's like you can see in the background of the scene, there's like a couple of shadowy people walking around. I was one of them.
You were a shadow person.
I was a shadow person.
Oh, okay, so and is there any more?
The third film, that's it for the Jean-Claude Van Damme film.
That's a bummer. Okay.
But the third film was with Tom Hanks.
Ah, boy, you are
And
a A-lister.
Yeah.
That was a film called That Thing You Do.
Oh, I know that movie.
Okay.
And actually, myself and ex-wife number one were in that film.
You both were you in it together, like as a couple?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
What was the thing that you were doing?
Dancing.
No.
Cutting a rug.
Really? You danced on film, huh?
Towards the beginning of the movie, because it starts off in Erie, Pennsylvania, and they actually filmed it in Erie.
Okay.
And ex-wife number one was going to school in Erie at the time, and I happened to be up there the weekend that they were filming at Mercyhurst College.
Okay.
Was the first time that the band is featured in That Thing You Do was playing a show, and they just needed extras, college kids' ages, to come out and fill the audience.
So, did you see yourself in the movie, or like, were you able to spot yourself?
There is a split second, yes.
Okay. All right. We're gonna find it. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
And I just have a follow-up question. You mentioned twice now this ex-wife number one. How many ex-wives do you have? 2.
Oh,
So you're a man of the earth. So you've got some experience.
I do.
You put out, as they say, as the kids say.
If
Is that what they said?
if you had to say something to Maud today, what would you say to Maud?
Great question.
Good one.
My first date, huh?
Yeah.
What would I say to her? I would ask her how her life has been.
Oh, not that you missed this.
Yeah, she missed out on a trifecta of Hollywood films.
Sea captainship,
She missed living on a boat.
starting the Preachers Guild.
Yeah, living on an island with a soccer ball.
No, I would just ask her how her life has been.
Yeah, really. Do you remember what she looks like?
I do not.
No.
Did you ever think of trying to stalk her now on Facebook or anything? social
No.
media? You don't
I don't
remember
even
her
know
last
what
name?
her last name is.
Oh.
or
Did she look like B. Arthur?
Yeah. Did you see her on Golden Girls?
Was she real?
Yes. Are you sure you weren't watching Golden Girls?
While you were sleeping on our fucking couch?
By that with our stepbrother.
You sure you didn't wake up from that date and you were being peed on?
Golden Girls, yeah.
Golden Girls.
You can verify that with our stepbrother.
All right,
yeah,
all right. He's next. We're going to talk to him next. So we are definitely going to fact check you. So where can we see you next? You doing some
Some thespian-like
you
things?
standing in a public square somewhere condemning heathens, or what do you got going on?
I don't know when the film that I did my scenes for a few months ago.
Any
I'm not
full?
sure when that is going to be released.
Is there? Have you done any full frontal nudity in anything? Okay, good. That's good.
Back nudity?
Back
Back frontal nudity.
frontal.
Full back nudity.
No nudity at all.
Okay,
Probably a good thing.
That's good. That's good. You're on the up and up. You're relying on your merits and not your.
Keep it G-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was optional when I did hair, and I opted not to do it.
Was that pubes?
The musical Hair?
Yeah.
Oh, what part were you gonna be?
I don't even remember now. That was a long time ago.
Wait, is that a movie or
It's
what
a
is that?
Broadway. Well, it is a movie, but it was a Broadway
Musical.
I mean, a hit.
Oh, was
musical in the late. 60s.
Wasn't Ricky Lake in it?
No, that's Hairspray.
That's Hairspray.
No,
And that's the movie version.
Actually, Meatloaf was in hair.
That's it. See, I'm getting a real meatloafy vibe.
It's a great album.
His
the cast
name-
recording is good. Nell Carter's on it.
His name was Robert Paulson. You know
We
what I
did
mean?
learn that, didn't we?
Yeah. All right, Cap. You got any parting words of wisdom or anything for anybody out there? Maybe a passage or something you want to pass on?
Some words of wisdom.
Now's your time. Now's your chance, buddy.
Well, I'll leave you guys with this. It's one of my favorite quotes from the film, The Bucket List,
Okay.
and it came from
Morgan Freeman.
no the
Jack
other guy,
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, it came from Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
There's 3 things to remember as you get older. You never pass up a bathroom.
It's true.
You never waste a hard-on, and you never trust a fart.
Very classy.
Words of wisdom from
Very-
the captain.
All right, my man. I
yeah.
appreciate you taking the time this morning and going down memory lane with us. We, just so you know, we're going to do a type of a true Hollywood stories reenactment of the Charlie story of you shitting on the floor. I mean, that, I don't know about you, but to me that writes itself. That's I can
Already
picture
working on
that. And when I make my movie, you are absolutely going to get a chance to sit on my casting couch.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Well,
so
thank you.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you, man.
Yep. I'll give
guys
you a
have
call,
blessed
man.
day.
Thank you.
Take
thank
it
you.
easy, brother.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
There you have it, everyone. The captain.
captain.
Shit, I don't know how many episodes we've gone on about imagining that dude's life,
Yeah.
and we got to speak to him.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Here, I pictured him on a boat on an island, you know, with birds attacking him and crabs stuck in his beard, and
Right.
stuff.
the half button.
Yeah.
But, yeah, talking to a volleyball.
Sunburnt like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Birds eating his lips.
A starfish stuck to his face.
Pulling his own teeth out with a rock and shit, blowing into a conch shell. I had all these images. You know, they were all crushed. When he told me that pooping on the floor story, I was like, he's a regular dude.
You should have seen you guys' face when he was telling that. Even
I'm like, he's a regular dude.
he's like, "What? What am I hearing?"
Yeah, that is.
It caught you guys by surprise.
Oh yeah, I was not expecting that, man. That You know, that's why you put the time in right there. That's why
That is.
that's why
Bonus footage.
Yes, that paints a picture in my head. Wow.
Yeah.
Your little Charlie doll. I would like to know what this little Charlie thing looks like.
Yeah, I'll try to dig up a picture and I'll post it if I can find it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you could find it.
I'm sure my sister got
It's
one.
on your phone.
I think he said he thought it was on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on your phone. You got it.
I
You
want to
just
see
don't
that
want
action figure.
I'd show it. I
You've
don't
been
care.
repressing this shit. He didn't have a gun or anything. Action figures have guns.
Not if you lost them. And I forgot to bring this up, but with the He-Man figures and the G.I. Joes and the Star Wars guys,
Yeah.
the captain always had this fascination with taking the weapons and chewing on them. So I would
he was
look
that
for.
kid?
He was that kid. He was because I'd go to look
Really
for like
fixated.
Merman's corncob sword, and it would have teeth marks all through it.
What a
and
dumb
chewed
weapon.
up. Yeah, it was a stupid fucking weapon, but you know, when
need
you're
it.
trying to fight all these things together, you need the weapons, and all my weapons
Why
were
was he
fucking chewed up.
chewing on him? Why would you do that?
My thoughts exactly. That's
Nervous.
why he got red hot shoved up his fucking nose and screws and stuff like that.
He could never win, and he was nervous.
So he's gonna chew on my toys. Oh yeah. Damn. What's on your list, Rickety?
It's ricketies, 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 ricketies.
But you guys shit on the whole Marble Run thing. Like, to me, that was fascinating. Like, how somebody created something that's better than NASCAR in their fucking basement.
All right, hold on.
Or equally as entertaining as
So
NASCAR.
I'm at work, loving life. You know what I mean?
Pressing your 5 buttons.
You know, I'm grinding it out. I got Shine Down blasting in my ear. This motherfucker sends a link in text like, this is genius. So I'm like, you know what? I need some genius right now. It's marbles on a racetrack.
Yes, and people are betting on them.
And they're talking about it like with the enthusiasm that people talk about like
NASCAR.
NASCAR. And it's marbles. So go ahead.
That's why it was genius to me. How you can like totally
I actually thought
a whole
it was fairly
billion dollar a whole $1 billion industry shrunk down.
First
and
of
made
all,
something
I
more
doubt it's a
entertaining.
$1 billion industry.
NASCAR,
Marble
no,
racing.
NASCAR.
isn't.
NASCAR is well. That's glass car in the marble world.
Okay,
There's
so
Marbula One. There's glass car. Yeah, you got to get into it, man. There's rally races. There's rally races. Yeah.
Marbular one, a glass car.
Tell me that's not like creative genius though. Like,
well, I mean, they got something going on. People are watching it, right?
yeah.
Rickety's watching it.
Yes.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, have you gotten into
Oh,
it?
you're in it too.
No,
huh?
no, I don't like it.
You watch Train Tracks, but no.
I like
You
the-
prefer
it's too-
train tracks to Marbula One.
It's too high speed. It's too high
too
speed.
fast.
He can't follow it with his one
fast.
eye.
Things move. Those marbles all look the same.
No, but the Lego
He's
layout.
colorblind too.
Luckily, I'm not colorblind, but they do look the same. They're going so fast.
It's like trying to follow a motherfucking hockey puck.
It's too much. I thought the Lego layout was cool.
I did
They
think
have
it was
like
kind
a
of
little
cool.
hospital.
Yeah, it was
you know,
nuts.
like if they fly off the track, they take them to the infirmary.
I didn't watch.
They have little stands
I
with
watched
people
like
cheering.
18 seconds of it, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I was so mad. I was at work.
I know. He's like, you guys need to fucking stop.
I was so I was so hateful. I was not. I was hateful. I was just like, these motherfuckers got no fucking job.
No.
Here I am miserable. Why aren't they miserable?
I was sitting there, and in between,
We are miserable.
I hear my phone going off, and I'm in between meetings, and I'm in a fucking meeting, like
Yeah.
a Zoom meeting or whatever, and I hear ding, ding, ding,
You're
ding,
like, oh,
and
shit,
I look,
important shit.
yeah, and it's not. It's these
Nothing.
motherfuckers. So when I saw you guys need to fucking stop. I was like, yes,
What were we talking about?
fucking marbles,
Marbles, dog.
and dumb shit. It's at like 10:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
you know.
The rest of us are too busy hating life for that kind of shit.
We hate life too. Ask him.
You don't hate life that bad if you
do it
got time to
differently.
watch marbles.
Well, you might have something there.
Yeah, you're on some.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, I'm hateful on a Monday morning. I
that
can't
was funny.
handle that shit.
It was funny. You're like, shut the fuck up.
All right, so what else you got, Ricky?
There's not much.
Something, man. Well, I mean, we can wrap it up.
The mist toothbrush, like this thing that was invented to brush your teeth better.
The
Like,
toothbrush.
yeah, you don't brush your teeth though. You just like put in this like insert this mouthpiece
A dick.
and turn it on for 10 seconds, and your teeth are brushed.
A mouthpiece?
Yeah.
It's like a Roomba for your mouth?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
It's a new thing?
Yeah.
How does that work? How would that work on like the Betas rook teeth?
Sonic technology.
Oh, so it's Sonic
Oh.
that brushes.
Oh,
okay, so
like
it's not
just
like little.
vibrates in
It's
your
not
mouth.
like a car wash for your mouth.
No.
Yeah, I got one of those Sonic toothbrushes, and it feels like cheating. I just hold it on each tooth for a
Yeah,
little while.
but what sucks is if you get a cavity and you put that over. Oh, that hurts.
It hurts.
Man, yeah.
I only have like 4 teeth, so it doesn't take me long.
Toothbrush technology is not great. It's just-
No.
No, it's old school.
I just hold that little thing on there. I don't know if it's cleaning anything. I don't know. What the fuck you gonna do? But yeah, that sounds cool. Everybody, you put a mouthpiece in and it brushes your teeth for you.
10 seconds, done.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Get all those little particles out of there and stuff.
Cavity creeps.
10 seconds.
Remember the cavity creeps?
Oh, there's something I was thinking of. I don't know why, but I was thinking of it. You know how with Starlink going up and everything, I saw another article about it this week. Not necessarily Starlink, but all the satellites that are going up, the space junk in orbit outside.
Yeah.
The Earth is getting so bad that
They can't
when
hear it.
they can't hear anything from the outside, like the radio telescopes or anything, but also trying to launch other satellites and stuff up, it's becoming a real problem.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, business-wise, I haven't seen anything. Of course, I haven't dug too deep into it, but I don't see any businesses that are offering to clean up space junk. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to think of how you would clean up space
Who's going to
junk.
pay you? nobody cares
telecommunications
Space
companies, because you know how much if one of these billion-dollar satellites goes up there, and it could take one little piece of space junk to ruin the billion-dollar satellite. So what would you do? You'd offer your services up, and you would launch some sort of satellite or
Vacuum.
small
Some kind
thing,
of trawler.
almost like a space Roomba, but instead of sucking things up, you would emit EMP fields or something like that to give space junk a little bit of a push
To
and
get it
shove
out
it
of-
into the sun or something to burn it up. So that would inherently, you have like your little space Roomba up there clearing pathways for these satellites.
What if it has just little jets of air or something in it? Because all it has to do is knock them off the orbit.
Yeah, I don't think it really needs to be air, because if you would shoot a jet of air where you're going in a direction in the vacuum of space, then that would cause back propulsion. So you'd need something that would create not an
Only
opposite
forward
propulsion.
propulsion.
Yes, only forward propulsion while you're going at it, and then create some sort. In my mind, electromagnets are magnets causing to repulse. The problem with space is a lot of stuff's stainless steel, so it's not necessarily magnetized, but you still need something to create that pulse out.
So you just need like a
sound
little
wave or
bumper
something.
car.
Exactly.
Or
Make
maybe-
a wavelength or sound wave or an
Yeah, how are we
electrical
getting
thing.
something into space, dog?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't have to. We just sell the technology. Well, hey, go ahead.
do we-
This is
how do
our
we get
idea
the
of proprietary.
technology?
we
My
do it
car
like
needs
Italians?
brakes. I can't even get brakes. I can't even get brakes on my car.
Hey, we cleaning the space
cleaning the
junk.
space, yeah. We could be like the mafia.
Like, I have no
around
business.
garbage. We'll have we're space garbage. We're the space garbage mafia.
We're in space management business.
Right. Spaced management.
What field do you work in? Space management.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my thinking this week was how to create a space junk cleaning business.
And you somehow turned it into the mafia in your mind.
Well, shouldn't they be responsible for their litter?
They're not.
No one is.
Who controls space? Nobody. So it's like international waters, man. You dump shit out there. That's just how it is. And
That's why
if you
China just had a big ass rocket fall.
Yep,
out.
exactly, and that's what led me to believe it in the end, or to think of this. But on top
Space
of that, with everything going to like e-cars, electronic cars, and one of the big things you problems you have with that is how to dispose of these old batteries, lithium-ion batteries, even nuclear reactor waste and shit like that. The space junk business, you can, once you get something that could break the Earth's orbit, you could even station something like have like a shuttle thing. Take your space junk, carry everybody's e-waste or whatever up and have a station on the moon or a floating station, transfer it there, and then jettison it. You know, you can be in charge of that. Hey, I'm going to shoot it at this trajectory in the sun where it's going to burn out, or at least up to Jupiter or somewhere. Shoot it into space so that another planetary gravity sucks it in and destroys it for you. Yeah, fuck it. That's Jupiter's problem. It's not ours.
Is that the
So
plot
we
of
could take shit
Spaceballs?
off of the U.S. or out of Earth and get rid of it so we don't have to keep burying this
Those
shit.
are some lofty plans.
Yeah.
Well, they're not really plans. They were just thoughts.
Yeah.
Musings.
Did you fall asleep watching Spaceballs? Or-
No, I haven't seen Spaceballs in forever.
Me
but-
either. Yeah.
Meanwhile, if
weren't
I
they
get
on
a-
a junk ship?
Were they on a junk ship? I don't know.
Were they?
Spaceballs, yeah. I think that's where it starts.
I never saw it.
I don't remember.
I'll let that one sleep.
Okay. Let it soak in. That's one of those ones
I
you'll
haven't
hear
seen-
later. Well, maybe I'll get it.
Spaceballing.
I'm not getting it right
Maybe
now.
I'll get it.
I might get it later.
Back to Spaceballing.
Sometimes I don't get the shit you guys say the first time.
Sometimes I don't get it.
That's on me. I'm too busy thinking about trying to survive. If I get a flat tire, you're talking about putting shit into space. If I get a flat tire, you realize I'm done. Like financially, if I get a
that's it.
flat
Whoa,
tire,
yeah,
that's it for me. I'm like $70 away from bust. If my car breaks down, it has to stay wherever it breaks
to
down.
solve that, we start a space junk
Okay,
business. Then
all
you
right.
won't be hurting.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We'll make it
You,
out of
you need a new
cardboard.
tire?
There are
Let's
no
shoot
tires
two
in
batteries
space.
up there.
Yeah, I got cardboard. I can get some free cardboard from work.
Right. You can get some boxes, man.
I get tons of boxes, dude.
And bubbles,
You
too.
need boxes or wrapping
Packing
materials.
bubbles.
I'm your man. I can't fix my brakes with that shit.
But you can get parts for cost.
I can. I can. Some cheap ass. I don't know about all those parts.
Hey,
There's a
I know those parts are good
a
because
lot of
I source those
lot
parts.
of Chinese shit in there, bro.
But it's good quality. It's been tested.
we do a lot of reboxing. You know what I'm saying?
Not supposed
Anybody meet you in the alley and be like, hey, what's up, man?
I got a Reebok
You got some rotors.
Yeah, like I bought these Monroe brakes. Well, they didn't come in a Monroe box, did they?
They're Ling Longs.
These are some Wish brakes.
Yeah, have you noticed yourself when you're printing up your labels and stuff looking for fucked up names?
Yeah,
There's
names.
quite a few of them.
Dude, I read the prices. I read the name. I mean, I got 5 buttons. You know what I mean? I fucking try to read the barcode sometimes.
You got taught something new though, didn't you?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
really.
like, yeah. I turn my brain off. That's the beauty of it. Anyway, so we had the captain on this week.
Yeah.
We went into some depth. We really broke. So I got a lot to think about. This was a touching after school special type of episode. This one hit me
Yeah.
emotionally.
Let's hear your comments. Email us guys
let us know.
podcast.
If you want to have the captain on again, if there's any more you'd like to elaborate, let us know. I'm
If you
sure-
want to be on, I mean that's what the
There you
captain's
go.
been commenting for weeks, so we'll get him on.
If you comment and you want to be on,
let
we'll
us
call
know.
you up and we'll do we'll talk about your childhood and we'll laugh at it. I mean, because that's
Yeah.
what else is there to do? Okay, that's it.
That's about
That's all there is, man.
That's it, man.
Yep. Let's
All
wrap
right.
it up, B.
Okay, that's episode 109 of the Us Guys podcast. We love you. Email us at usguys with a Z podcast at Gmail,
Instagram, Facebook.
YouTube.
Yep. All of the above.
All right.
See us.
We love you. Take care.
Let us.
Now, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like it. That stuff got to be hot. Now, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. Now, I'm supposed to be a crazy man. When I seen it going, that really got me. I don't like that stuff got to be hot.